All right, so here's a behind the scenes look at the interview setup that, yes, it is in my bedroom slash my bedroom studio. And once again, doesn't really matter where you're filming, as long as you have control over your environment to the best of your abilities. For me, for this e-course, I wanted to have all my film gear that you can see in the back here. It's actually much more minimalistic. I've taken a lot of the gear off, so it's not too cluttered in the shot. But I wanted to show in the e-course me and my environment. This is where I keep all my film gear, so this is where we did a lot of the filming. So, as you can see, we got three lights, three softbox lights. Cool little shadow there. Three softbox lights you're seeing. Those aren't on yet. That light right there is my bedside lamp. That's what it looks like with it off. And then I've got this little Tibetan salt lamp, and that's gonna get turned off just so you can see what it's like with no lights on right now. So those are called practical lights. Practical lighting is lights that are inside of a shot. So as you know, you can see in the e-course, I've got lights on either side of the frame. So practical lights are a great way to add a little intrigue into the shot, also to light your shot all at the same time. It's a great technique that's used all throughout film. And those are my two practical lights that I have in the e-course setup. So let's see what it looks like when I turn on the softboxes. As you can see, a little dark. It's a little dark. So let's do light number one. Okay. So now I've got light number one on, and this back screen usually will be on with my company logo, which is a nice feature to have in your videos if you can have your company logo. Anytime you can have your brand in the background, it's always a nice feature. So the camera on my phone is automatically, for the most part, unless it auto adjusts like it is now, it's going to be pretty blown out, meaning it's very white. So that's what one of the softbox lights looks like. It's good. It's actually not too bad, but as you can see, the background's still a little muddy. It's a little dark. It's hard to see what's going on. And because this is an e-learning course, I want things to be very well lit, clear, easy to understand, not too complicated, but still well lit. So I've got one softbox on this side, right there, right? Okay. So now I got two on this side, one that's lighting the background and one that's going to be lighting me, but with a little less intensity as this one, so that there's a bit of a contrast, a bit more shadow versus a bit more light on this side of my face. So check out what this looks like now with this light over here. Now that's on. As you can see, my face is more filled out, but there is a little difference. This is a bit more in shadow. This is a bit more in the light, and that's actually a good look. A lot of interviews have that typical kind of lighting. Looks a bit more interesting, you know, kind of a standard cinematography practice. So that's great, but the background is still a little lacking. There's some weird shadows going on, and I just wanted to get rid of all of that. So I add my last light, which is here. If I can somehow find the thingy for it, watch your eyes. Boink. There we go. I put a blue gel. As you can see, my company colors are blue. Blue gel subtly changes the color. And now we've got a better lit background. I'm better lit. Everything's better lit. And that's always great. But a little extra, that light right there, and then the light right there. Those are my those are my practical lights. Those they add that little extra je ne sais quoi, a little extra something something in the shot. So we'll put this one on right there. And then we'll put this one on right here. And now back to the shot. Here we go. Cool. So nice light over there, nice light. Now we're talking. This is a nicer shot, and kind of more on that angle. And then so I got my gear in the background. I'm a filmmaker, so that makes sense. And that's also what I'm teaching in the e-course, so it'd be good to have a bit of what you're teaching in the background. Company logo, some nice lights, bada bing, bada boom. So that's my lighting setup for my e-course. All e-courses are different. Whatever works best for you is the way to go. So do what feels comfortable, do what you have access to, and always keep it simple. This is not necessarily the most simple setup, so you definitely do not need to copy this. You don't need three lights. Sometimes one light is enough. putting it directly in front of you and lighting yourself evenly. Not a bad way to go. But this is my setup for my e-course, and hope you guys got some sort of insight in watching this. So catch you next time.